in 2003, out of the 4 founders in Australia, they were discussing the various different fashion icons that had made a return. The clothes did, the hairstyles did, but the moustache hadn't. And it was kind of a gentleman's challenge that was put out, but amongst a bunch of friends, and they laid down the challenge to grow a moustache for 30 days and get together at the end and celebrate the month-long journey. And what started out as an urban legend has become a global charity operating in 21 countries, and we're quite proud to say we were able to fund over 1,250 programs that are changing the lives of men through prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health, depression, suicide prevention.
Now, before we get into all of those critical issues that I think are so often overlooked when it comes to men, let's just break down the moustache. You've already said that we've seen so many fashion trends emerging over the years, but none that has truly come back much like the moustache. But we have also seen and enjoyed many different styles of moustaches. So why specifically the moustache? What is that? What's the quality and the value behind it?
Yeah, if you look at a lot of the icons of yesteryear, before the beard trend came along, I mean, even the most recent late Sean Connery, he sported a famous moustache in the movie Untouchables, from Charlie Chaplin to Hulk Hogan. There's been a lot of iconic moustaches. Freddie Mercury had an iconic moustache, and matching the moustache to the month of Movember and rebranding it Movember is where we get the charity that we've got today. Unfortunately, by men changing their appearance, it starts the conversation, and donating their faces to the cause for the month. It allows 30 days of interaction where men are engaging with their health issues.
Absolutely. And what I love most about the fact that it is on men's faces, you can't ignore it. That as soon as you engage with someone, that's the first thing that you see, and that's the first thing you kind of interact with. So I kind of appreciate that, and it starts up the conversation, which is what is so important right now. I mean, predominantly, especially now that we're seeing COVID-19 and 2020 hits us quite unexpectedly, it's shaken us all to the core to have to introspect and find out, are we healthy? Are we asking the right questions, whether it's mental health or physical health? More specifically, when it comes to our men, why is this topic so overlooked?
I think firstly for men, we have got the head in the sand approach to our health issues. We generally don't take action when there's something untoward. We generally it'll go away, we'll tend to it later. But also, that there is that age-old acronym of big boys don't cry. Men starting to identify with their emotions and their issues is a big part of what our conversations are about. Yeah. And by breaking down those barriers and what we call peer-to-peer conversations or shoulder-to-shoulder conversations, men start to realize that, particularly in light of COVID this year, isolation has been a massive, massive influencer, job losses, financial challenges, and that strikes very much at the core of who men are in their identity.
Yeah, providers.
Exactly. So there's a very big part of what we're looking at doing, and we invested into how we see men through, the difficult challenges that they face in life, whether it be through the challenges of prostate and testicular cancer, which are the primary cancers affecting men, but also through mental health and depression. If you look at the statistics, they speak for themselves, and it's a real challenge that men are facing. And we're quite excited about getting into the space of gender-based violence as well, because men being accountable to themselves is one part of what we do, and getting men to take action and to rather be accountable to people around them is also part of that conversation.
Absolutely.
And holding their peers accountable is also very important. That's part of the rules of Movember. Is the first rule is to start clean-shaven and to groom and grow through the month, but the last rule is to conduct yourself like a true gentleman. And we start to question what is a modern-day gentleman? What is the ethos of a modern-day gentleman?
Yeah. I love the fact that we're seeing that change and take its own form and shape. I know throughout the month of August here on Afternoon Express, where we did highlight gender-based violence, as we continue to do every day, is we were having a conversation with young men, and they were saying that they need to re-look at the foundation, what it is to be a man, and reshape now in 2020 and going forward for the new generation coming up, something new, something fresh, and something that stands the test of time, that does speak to that being a gentleman. So how can the rest of us get involved?
So the most important thing is head to Movember.com. You know, I think the space that we're in that month, the month formerly known as Movember, it is the space that we start the conversations. We fortunately are preceding 16 days of activism, so we're going to keep that conversation going well into December. But it's about supporting. It's really sharing the conversation. So it's not just about making a donation, or it's not just about growing. There's other ways to support the initiative. By signing up, you get to be part of our communication. We won't spam you, but it's just more key information that we need to share with you about what you need to know. Our social media is very important as well, because we get to share a lot of that in there. But the most important thing is start the conversation. Head to Movember.com, sign up as a Mo Bro or a Mo Sister. You can commit to growing a moustache, you can commit to moving, or you can commit to supporting someone that is participating by making a donation. But the most important thing is getting into the conversation.
Absolutely, I have to agree with you. And we will also have all those details on our app's Afternoon Express website, and you can engage with all this conversation and so much more. Find the support that you need. If you were to give South African men right now a message, or what is the one key take home that you want not only your foundation but the Movember movement to have,
Sure.
what would that be?
Well, it's about men being okay, to know that it's okay to not be okay, and become a man of more words. Wow. That's really it.
Just like that. Thank you so much, Garen, not only for coming on to Afternoon Express, but sharing on the Mo Love. Now let's support the men in our lives and let them know that it's okay to not be okay. For more information on Movember, please do follow Afternoon Express's social media pages. South Africa, we're calling on you to vote for your favorite South African classics for your chance to win weekly classic prizes. Vote for your favorite music, fashion, dance moves, and more by dialing *120 *2676# for your chance to win.
Made with love by Clover.
Now, Mzansi, I want to know, are you getting into that celebration mood yet? Because it's time to celebrate South African classics with Clover Classic. You could stand a chance of winning classic prizes by participating in our That's Classic game, just like our two contestants who will be battling it out today. Now, today's That's Classic game is all about classic hairstyles, which I'm sure everyone has their style that they prefer, from cornrows to even just rocking a classic duk. Our contestants today are Miriam, all the way from Mpumalanga, and Unomusa from KZN. Now, the prizes up for grabs this week are classic clippers and a hairdryer to keep those hairstyles intact. Now, Miriam, how are you feeling today? Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Yes, ma'am. I'm good, and you?
I'm very good. I'm very excited to be playing our That's Classic game with you today. Now, Nomusa, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, it sounds good. Our contestants are so ready. But before we step into the ring to battle it out, our That's Classic kids have their own ideas about hairstyles that they would rock if they were allowed. Now let's have a look at what they had to say.
Me and my cousin, we went overseas, so I dyed my hair blue, and also I dyed my hair blonde, and also I dyed my hair pink, and that's it.
So I would do a line through my head first here, and then I would cut my hair short here and then short here, but then keep some long here.
If I could do anything with my hair, I would probably relax it, because I think it's cool and everything, yeah.
I love bucket hats because they're so pretty.
Ooh, parents of those kids, boy, do you have a lot up your sleeve. Now, those are the kids, Kayla, Yassine, Christian, and Naledi. Contestants, this is how the game works. We've asked each kid what their favorite classic South African hairstyle is. I will then ask each of you to guess which one of our 4 kids said what as their answer. You each have to say the name of their kid that you guessed said what. You cannot both guess the same kid. Now, should you both have guessed the wrong in the first round, after hearing their answers, we will then move on to the next round to guess again. Now, are you two ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Sounding good, ladies. Now, the question we've asked the kids was, what was your favorite classic South African hairstyle? Now, Miriam, one of them, and Nomusa, one of them said ibrash katne was their favorite classic South African hairstyle. But I'm going to start with you, Miriam. You were drawn first, therefore you get to pick first. So, Miriam, which one of the 4 kids, Yasim, Kayla, Naledi, or Christian, do you think said ibrash kat is their favorite classic South African hairstyle?
Maybe Naledi.
Yema? Miriam, who's your guess?
Naledi.
Okay, so Miriam is guessing. Unaleti said that. Nomusa, it's your turn to guess, my darling. Which one of the kids do you think said brush cut is their favorite classic South African hairstyle?
It's Naledi.
Nomusa, who's your guess?
Christian.
Christian. All right, well, those are the answers locked and loaded. The answers you gave, all Miriam guessed Unaleti and Unomusa guessed Christian. So, drum roll, please. Miriam, let's see what Naleti had to say.
My favorite South African hairstyle is afros because they can be morphed into anything.
Unfortunately, Miriam, the first one was not Naleti, so Naleti is out of play. But Nomusa, you guessed Christian. So let's see what Christian had to say.
Yes, Christian.
My favorite hairstyle is dreadlocks because I can do a lot of stuff with it if I take them out because then my hair will be longer.
Hi, Gega. Dreadlocks are quite the opposite other than a brush cut. Well, it seems like round one goes to none of our two contestants. So let's start all over again. You cannot guess Unaleti and you cannot guess Christian. Miriam, who is your next guess? You have Kayla and you have got Yassine left.
The second one.
Okay.
The second one.
Miriam, so are you going to guess Yassine?
Yes.
Okay, I can no Musa, obvious. You only have Kayla left. So, are you happy with Kayla, no Musa?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what the young ones had to say. Let's roll Yassim's answer.
My favorite hairstyle is a brush cut.
Yes, our Miriam, I guess the second one was the right answer. Indeed, it was Yassine who said that brush cut was his favorite classic South African hairstyle. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
Me, Miriam.
Yeah, Miriam, you're a winner.
Hey, I'm feeling great.
Oh, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. But no, Musa, we cannot leave you out. You still had to guess Kayla. Let's just see, for happiness' sake, what Kayla had to say.
My favorite hairstyle is braids.
Okay, now that we've heard from all of our kids and our fellow contestants, thank you so much for tuning in and playing our That's Classic game right here on Afternoon Express. Goodbye, Nomusa, and once again, congratulations, Miriam.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Bye, you too. Now, South Africa, winning is as easy as that. If you'd like a chance to participate in next week's round of our That's Classic game right here on Afternoon Express, then get entering. You could be winning classic prizes for simply dialing *120 *2676# to vote in our weekly poll. And we could be calling you live on air. So go on and place your votes. T's and C's apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. South Africa, we're calling on you to vote for your favorite South African classics for your chance to win weekly classic prizes. Vote for your favorite music, fashion, dance moves, and more by dialing *120 *2676# for your chance to win.
Made with love by Clover.
Express yourself.
Stellenbosch University Anatomy Society launched an initiative to focus on their men's-related Movember campaign. Joining us in studio today is their chairlady, Daniela Lambrecht. Welcome to the show, Daniela.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Now, what I find so interesting and so appealing to so many South Africans is not only did you see what is happening globally within the Movember movement, but your society decided to get stuck in. So what made you decide to launch your very own Movember campaign?
Well, we were so excited to join this Movember initiative and to help raise awareness for male health issues. And we focus specifically a lot on testicular cancer. As an anatomy society, it was very important for us to join in on this because, you know, anatomy, it forms such an integral part of the daily clinical practice when diagnosing or treating a disease like testicular cancer. But also as a university society, it was so important for us because testicular cancer, it particularly affects men between the age of 20 to 35. Now, if you think that is the age group that a lot of students fall in when they are at university. So it was so important for us to just create awareness and to help educate our colleagues, our students at Stellenbosch University, our peers and our friends. So at the end of the day, it was all about using our platform, using what we know, what we do to really help educate and to create awareness and to just empower on men's health issues and specifically testicular cancer.
Now, Daniela, it seems rightly so as the chairlady that you are so passionate about this. So what specifically does your organization and does the society have planned for the month?
So we have two guest speakers coming to talk male health issues in the month of November. We already had Dr. Pieter Spies, who is a urologist at Tygerberg Hospital, and he came to do a video that is uploaded to Instagram now. And he gave this really amazing and insightful talk on the medical aspect of testicular cancer. So the signs and symptoms, the risk factors, the diagnostic, and the treatment process. And then, of course, we also have Dr. Michel van Zagi coming on later this month to really talk a bit about his personal journey with testicular cancer and the challenges he has faced throughout. I mean, what he has done with his organization, what he has done with the Grab by the Balls social platform and blog. It has the ability to inspire, to motivate, and to reach and to educate so many people. So I think all of us at Faculty of Medicine and Health Science, Stellenbosch University, we're just so proud of him for taking something bad, turning it around and using it to do good.
What I love about Dr. Michele is that he is just such an incredible mind. I had the pleasure and the privilege of sitting down with him a little earlier this year as he shared with South Africa his very personal story. And I think that it takes people who've walked the talk to be able to stand in front of everyone else and inspire them. But not only that, raise awareness for early detection. And I think that that's what's been critical here, what's been key. So if I just were to find out, and I'm sure so many South Africans right now look at you as the chair lady heading up a male's issue, essentially. Now, I do understand that we are a community and, you know, we all need to work together to be able to support each other. But why was it so important for a woman and so many women that are in the society along with you to stand up and chair this Movember campaign?
So our executive committee of the Stellenbosch University Anatomy Society, it consists mainly out of women. We are open to males and females. It just so happens that it consists mainly of females. But, you know, we just thought to ourselves, it is so important for us to create awareness. Just because you are a woman and you might never be the one sitting in a doctor's office being diagnosed with testicular cancer. But that does not mean that you will never be affected by a diagnosis of testicular cancer. It can happen to your brother, your dad, your cousin, your best friend, your boyfriend. And then I think as women, it is equally important for us to be well informed about all of this so we can help the men in our lives help themselves and really make informed choices. So, yeah.
It's quite interesting to see yet again As women, we always take the position of a nurturer, a caregiver, and someone who's essentially that shoulder to cry on and to lean on. And a lot of the times we see our men neglecting their mental health, neglecting their physical health. So I think that it's so important that we all use our strengths to be able to support each other within this moment, specifically in Movember. Look, we might not have moustaches of our own, but here we are just in alliance with the men.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Daniela.
Thank you so much.
Now, what an amazing campaign initiative the Stellenbosch University Anatomy Society is running this November, or should I say Movember, as we highlight the different avenues to shed light on men's mental and medical health. Love your clothes for longer with Siemens and Skip anti-aging detergent. Over the last few weeks, we've been introduced to the Skip anti-aging detergent and the Siemens iDOS washing machine. Together, they've given us wonderful advice on what we can do to make our clothes look newer for longer. As we all know, clothes are expensive, so it makes sense to preserve the garments that we have to ensure that we get the best wear out of them. Also, we've heard about the impact on the environment and buying seasonal wardrobes that have no longevity. Times have changed, and in our new normal, we should be considering not only our budgets, but also reduce the impact on the planet too. Skip anti-aging detergent range of products have been formulated to care for our garments, removing stains, maintaining whiteness, preserving color, and preventing roughness, thus keeping your clothes looking newer for longer. This means that your clothes you buy become an investment, so caring for them to ensure that they last longer is much more important than buying a current fad. Keeping abreast of fabric trends, understanding dyes, and researching the clothing and the cleaning of the different fabrics has resulted in Skip developing detergent technology to meet not only current needs, but also geared for the future. And of course, what is a good detergent without a washing machine? I'm honored to welcome Lauren Jappi from Siemens on the couch. Now, Lauren, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's so lovely to touch base with Lauren again. I mean, you are from Siemens, a brand that is just so reputable and that's so reliable. But what does make this brand just something we can trust?
Well, the Siemens brand is manufactured in Germany to the highest environmental standards for energy ratings. So we are able to offer our consumers here in South Africa the best of international technology.
Oh, I'm loving that, Lauren. Now, Lauren, over the past few weeks, we've been given an in-depth breakdown, not only on what Skip does as a brand and as a detergent, but also what the Siemens iDOS washing machine is up to and capable of. So please may you just take our viewers all the way back to what this incredible machine is capable of.
Sure. So the Siemens iDOS machine really is in a class of its own. It offers a range of programs which satisfies even the most discerning consumers. Also, it is convenient and easy to use. We offer a 3-year warranty, and our National Service Centre means that you can own one of these machines with complete peace of mind.
Oh, wow, that seems like something I need in my kitchen.
Definitely.
And in every household across Mzansi. Now, Lauren, today we are giving away this beautiful machine. So if we were to just recap today, what makes this such an amazing prize?
You know, the winner will be receiving one of our state-of-the-art iDOS machines, and the one that we are giving away is an 8-kilogram drum capacity, and it features many of those programs that we spoke about over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that means that their wash day worries will really be a thing of the past. And in addition to that, they also will be receiving a year's supply worth of the Skip anti-aging auto detergents. So at Siemens, we recommend that people do use the Skip anti-aging detergents in the machines for the best, outcome for their clothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, as we've been saying from the top of these weeks, all the way to today, us announcing a winner, is that this really just is the perfect pair.
It really is. No, there's no combination like it.
No combination like it. Well, there you have it, South Africa. One lucky winner will be walking away with all of this. Now, Lauren, are you ready to hear who our lucky winner is?
I'm so excited.
Me too. Drum roll, please. Congratulations goes to Lynette Kumalo. Now, Lauren, our winner is Lynette. And Lynette is actually joining us on the line right now, all the way from Krugersdorp. Now, Lynette, congratulations on winning this amazing Siemens iDOS washing machine and, of course, a year's supply of Skip anti-aging detergent. Lynette, how are you feeling?
I'm very excited, Melissa.
Girl, I'm very excited for you. I am so jealous. We've been profiling this for a few weeks now, and the capabilities are endless. But what impact will this prize have on your life?
Vanessa, you know, I'm a full-time student, and I have a big family. There's 7 of us at home, and usually I do the washing on weekends, and it's taking too much of my time that I could be using for my studies. And having this washing machine will just make life so much easier for me.
I'm telling you, Queen.
Amazing.
Ain't nobody got time for long laundry days. I'm loving it. Quick and easy and straight to the point. Giving you time to study, especially now when finals are coming up. Now, is there anything that you'd like to say to Skip and Siemens, who made this all possible?
Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. This is such an awesome prize. Christmas came early for me, definitely.
Woo!
Oh, that's amazing. You're so welcome.
I'm so excited. Well, Lizette, we are so incredibly happy for you, and congratulations once again. Now, Lauren, doesn't she just sound so happy and so excited?
She is so pleased, and I'm so happy for her because it's going to make her life so much easier.
Okay, Lizette, from us here on Afternoon Express and Siemens and Skip Anti-Aging Detergents. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Now, Lauren, thank you so much for joining me in studio today and for all of your washing advice. Well, that's a wrap from Loving Your Clothes for Longer, brought to you by Siemens and Skip Anti-Aging Detergents. It really is the perfect match. Love your clothes for longer with Siemens and Skip Anti-Aging Detergent.
Congratulations, Lizette!
I know. You know what? I have been just drooling over that washing machine and all of those detergents for the past few weeks. Just, you know, spending quality time, making sure, Lizette, we've got something perfect for you. The queen that you are deserves a royal prize, and that is essentially what we've organized for her. But, you know, South Africa, if you missed out, you only have yourself to blame. We've been punting and letting you know how you can enter. But don't worry, there are so many more opportunities to win with Afternoon Express.
And I think the one thing, congratulations to Lizette, but I think I want to go back to what we're talking about today on social media. We are in Movember and it happens to be my birthday month, so I actually am looking forward to hear what people are saying, like who's participating. Because another thing for me is, as a mother of a boy child, I think it is something that is very important that we have to start from an early age. Mental, physical wellness is very, very important.
Top of the range, especially because we get those stories that men tend to neglect their health. But let's see what you had to say on social media, South Africa. We've got Ethan Lewis, and we wanted to find out, you know, who's participating. Do they have anyone in their lives, or are they participating in growing that moustache? And he says, yes, because mine is on point since the 1st of Movember, hashtag Afternoon Express. Now, I'm liking the fact that Ethan says that, yep, his is on point, but I will also just remind South Africans that the point of Movember is to shave off your beard from the beginning, from the 1st of November, and see how far it's grown till the end of November. Because that's essentially the conversation point. So are you willing to shave it all off, Ethan? Let us know on social media. Now, of the many phrases that will come to characterize the year that's been 2020, the new normal is one that tops the list. SABC3 is helping us escape the norm this summer, and we'll have more details when we return. Love your clothes for longer with Siemens and Skip Anti-Aging Detergent.
Express yourself.
5 awesome experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand must be won with Immuenza on Expresso this November. Help boost your immune system with Immuenza and stand a chance to win a weekly giveaway of skydiving, cooking with a chef, advanced driving, or shark cage diving. Answer the question on the Immuenza competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page using the hashtag Immuenza. Competition runs until midnight, December 1st. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
2020 was a question, it would be, who knew? Who knew that between March and now, so many of us would become medical experts? Who knew that we'd all have found another quirky character trait about our partners? After all, it's not like we weren't all subjected to the work call voice day after day after day after day after day. And who knew that having your own talk show was as easy as setting up, getting ready, and going live? On second thought, maybe leave that one to the professionals. However, life has changed. It's become clear that this, whatever this is, has become our new normal. But since we're bringing all new drama, reality, talk and lifestyle shows and much more, it's the perfect time to escape the norm with SABC3. The stage is yours.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and thank you so much for choosing us this Monday afternoon. Now, South Africans, are you in need to escape more than ever before? Well, this is why we're deciding to escape the norm with SABC3 while using that hashtag Escape with S3. Now, Dumza, I'm very excited about this new, exciting breath of fresh air, essentially, that SABC3 is gifting us with. Because as we move into the festive season, a lot of us have little to be thankful for. But as the SABC3 family, we've decided that, you know what? We're turning these frowns upside down, escaping reality, and of heading into all things entertainment.
Yeah, especially because, like you said, our new normal for 2020 is basically been flipped on its head.
Yeah.
You know, our normal is something that's completely different. And to find something that's like, we could call it somewhat of a campaign, because now it's allowing us to just let off some steam, stay home, escape the norm.
I actually want to ask you, Dumi, if you were to just mentally, for yourself, break down what this escape the norm means. What does it mean to you, and what does it represent for your household?
I think for me it would probably be just to silence out the negativity, to silence out the, you know, the bad news, because there's constantly so much bad happening out there, but then finding something to escape to, you know, and this is what I love about this campaign that SABC3 is doing.
Absolutely. And this is essentially being brought to you through the incredible programming and essentially what is on the TV guide. I think that what what SABC has listed essentially for us this festive season is iconic programming. What are you most looking forward to, Dumi, in terms of watching and enjoying when it comes to SABC3?
There's so much. I mean, there's Trending SA right now that I've actually been enjoying quite a bit. I mean, I watch them and I see, like, the people they have on there, they're somewhat of a sister show with us, you know, because of the kind of content they have there. But I also have to say, one thing I do enjoy is The Good Doctor. I think the fact that it focuses on someone's story who is a doctor who's suffered with autism, but now his skills and his, you know, just his medical knowledge puts him a step ahead of other people. So I'm actually enjoying that show quite a lot.
I like the fact that you mentioned The Good Doctor, because this is a series that I was a stranger to, and SABC3 introduced me to The Good Doctor. But, you know, this is essentially what's happening right now in Mzansi. We've got people that are within the healthcare profession that we are celebrating and cheering on, all the doctors out there, the frontline workers within the healthcare profession. But then we're coupling it with good old drama, you know.
I mean, every reason to stay home, every reason to stay indoors and just escape the norm. And actually, because I also love my TV. I love enjoying good content, and I love the fact that we've got stuff like that to watch. And I mean, it's the festive mood, so I'm sure when you are looking into...
So what, for myself, honestly, you know, we're already in the Christmas spirit here on Afternoon Express. As you can see, it's day one that we've got our celebratory decorations up, and that's what I love so much. So for me, it's all about the festive movies. I'm going to be binge watching all these festive movies. I mean, from Christmas Everlasting to Christmas Evergreen. I'm that person. Like, from Christmas carols to Christmas movies, I'm just all about being in the festive spirit. So essentially, I'm so grateful to hashtag Escape with S3, January because it's giving us content to look forward to. Something that we can just channel out the noise of the outside world, the realities that we have to face on a daily basis, have us just step into a world of the imaginary, whether it's with Trending SA, whether it's with The Good Doctor, and of course all those Christmas movies that I'm so looking forward to. I think they've got such good programming up their sleeve. I'm so looking forward to see what they have.
And I think it works perfectly for you because it's also your birthday month, so you've got even more reason to stay home and watch all that SABC3 content.
So whilst we're all hashtag staying at home and whilst we're all glued to our couches, let's stay glued to SABC3 from the top of the day to the end of the day. Gather with the family and let's connect, Mzansi. Now on social media. Hi, Gega, we've been trying to find out from everybody. Are you guys participating in Movember, Dumi?
I actually wanted to ask, how can I participate as a woman? Besides the campaign, how else can a woman participate in this campaign? You know?
Well, I have to just usher you all the way over to our Afternoon Express website because we've detailed from every conversation we've had as to the Stellenbosch University Anatomy Society, how you can get involved with what they have up their sleeve for this month, or of course Movember SA. But if we were to just head over to social media, we've got Itumbeti who says their brother is taking a part this year. So let's keep the conversation going and use that hashtag Afternoon Express. But we've got more Afternoon Express coming up.
Express yourself.
New Sensodyne Herbal Multicare. Sensitivity relief with natural herbal extracts.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, if you've reached a point where you know that you want to take out a life insurance policy but don't know where or how to start, then don't even stress. Join me this Wednesday right here on Afternoon Express when I sit down with the experts to get the full lowdown on how to choose the right insurance plan that suits your needs and budget. Protect what matters to you with insurance from Standard Bank. SMS LIFE to 31492 for a quote that fits your needs. Now, Domi, have you ever thought about taking out a life insurance policy?
Yes, I have, darling. And funny enough, this happened this year. I decided I've been postponing for too long. I'm a parent. How do I not have life insurance, you know? Because the one thing you do not want is when you pass, when you leave this earth, the people that stay are struggling. I mean, who am I going to expect to look after my baby boo? So I needed to make sure that I make the right decision as a grown woman. Get some life insurance.
What's very interesting about yours and I's experience, especially now with 2020, and I'm sure so many South Africans can also identify identify with what I'm about to say. Personally, I ain't never thought about it. It was not on my priority list. I never thought that this is something that Palisa needs to consider right now. Especially I'm young, you know, we're still trying to get somewhere in life. I'm still trying to make the money. How much more putting away the money? What money? So I love the fact that over the past few weeks, I've been sitting down with the experts at Standard Bank, racking their brains, trying to, you know, find out what's important, what's not, and what suits my needs. Another confusing thing, another confusing aspect, an idea I was struggling with is the difference between funeral cover, life cover, life insurance plan. What are the difference? And the terminology just blows my mind. And when it comes to the terms and conditions, what's important? What do I need to keep an eye out for? So during these sessions where we take our time, we sit down with and have coffee with all the experts at Standard Bank. They definitely did break down the differences for me. It's for me to understand, you know, what best suits my needs, especially right now that I don't have a family yet.
Yeah.
Unlike yourself, but I definitely want to gear up and ready myself for a time where I ready to take the plunge. So I love the fact that I'm doing that.
Yeah, well, I think the other thing I'm looking forward to is just the content that we have on the show this week. I mean, we're going to have some really amazing guests. And South Africa, you better make sure you stay tuned. I mean, we've got a range of experts, we've got a range of comedians, we've got a range of so many different, vast and different guests. So I think South Africa definitely has to tune in. But also, please make sure you tune in for the cook-along, guys.
Tomorrow. Now, you know, the Afternoon Express cook-along is the favorite. You know, you get a favorite child in the family, that favorite cousin. That's essentially our Tuesday cook-alongs, where we show you a masterclass as to cuisine, you know, what to whip up in the quickest, easiest, budget-friendly way to do so. So please do head over to our website and you can get the full ingredients list and recipe to be cooking along with us tomorrow. But as we're still talking all things digital on social media, I wanted to find out from you, you know, have you started growing a moustache, it being Movember? So we've got Ukentani, who says not yet. Hashtag Afternoon Express. We've got Mpilenhle, who says, yeah, boy, yes. Hashtag Afternoon Express. While Uzama, underneath all of that, says not yet, my dear. While South Africa, let's keep it going. And if you have not started to give back to this initiative, please do. It's never too late. We might be midway through November, but who knows, you might be changing someone's life. Dumi, thank you for today, girl.
Thank you, darling. I'm looking forward to those beards, guys. Keep those beards coming.
Now, South Africa, we're making a hearty feast with Chef Roo and singer Chef Amy Lilly tomorrow for our famous cook-along. So if you want to join in on the fun, please make sure that you head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for a full recipe and ingredients list. But until then, Mzansi, good night, stay safe and happy eating! Clover celebrates spring with exciting giveaways. Look out for selected Clover products in store to stand a chance to win. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.